This is a little video about this Boxford Shaper that I picked up. After fiddling a little bit, I've kind of figured out the basics of it. So we use a lathe tool to do the cutting, and it essentially scrapes the work in a nice controlled manner. It has an auto X feed, so it's great for shaving down surfaces. And as the tool returns, it's got this clapper box that clips or flips up to prevent the tool from breaking. So, first things that you usually want to do is set your tool piece. The table does have a support, so you want to make sure that that's locked down. And then once you get everything kind of preliminarily lined up, you hand turn it to verify your settings. On the other side of the machine, you can see here it's a little bit dark. There is a stroke setting, and on the crank arm there is a thing to line up so that you know where to adjust the stroke. And I'm just going to flip around because it's difficult to do being left-handed, doing it backwards like that. So sorry for blocking the view, but you just loosen this lock nut here, get everything lined back up. The channels just need to line up straight. All you're doing is kind of offsetting a gear in there, and slide it down to bring it closer to the middle of the gear, which will shorten the overall stroke because the workpiece is quite small. This machine here is an 8-inch stroke, so not an overly huge shaper machine. It's small by shaper standards. And now you can see the stroke is a much more reasonable length. And this control on the top allows you to move exactly where that length of stroke is. So you may have a 3-inch stroke but want it to be back a little bit or forward like this. So you just loosen the arm and slide where the arm itself is going to adjust. This little nut here is going to adjust the feed distance each time it auto feeds. And so this will control whether you're doing a fast cut or you want a very smooth and finished surface. And then just like a lathe, you can use your X feed to get everything set. And we're going to do one more check of the stroke and the height here. And then we should be just about ready to turn it on. Because this is such a short stroke, we can get away with speeding up the machine by changing which pulleys the belt is attached to. Just get the bottom pulley set up there, and the lever just below is the belt tightener, and you can see the stroke's a lot quicker now, so we're going to work a little bit faster. Other than that, I think the machine is going to be really great for doing things like dovetails or keyways or grooves. They do have a very small milling machine. It definitely doesn't have an 8-inch space on it, especially on the Y bed. So, there's some things that I think that the shaper is going to come in useful for. If nothing else, it was interesting to learn about a historical piece of machine shop equipment. Thanks for watching.